ago last Saturday night, 'cause I was feeling kinda lonely. The music was swinging and the feeling was so right, and everybody seemed so happy. Staggering on asphalt, this little beautiful daughter, the way she moved got me crazy. So I said to her, beautiful girl, can I have a little dance with you? She said to me,
If you really wanna, you've got to play by the rule. 'Cause I love it nice and slow. Ooh, if you wanna rock with me, I love it nice and slow.
you were in the right place, baby. Come on.
I like it nice and slow. If you wanna dance with me, come to it nice and slow.
Ooh. We danced till the morning sun began to shine, and I wish she was completely mine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's the sweetest girl that I have ever known. Something in me won't just let her go. So I said to her, how about going to my place for a cup of tea? Smile flies in the face and the ocean is my company. Ooh, baby, if you take a chance with me, I'll do it nice and slow, slow. I love to do it nice and slow. If you wanna rock with me, come do it nice and slow. Yeah, 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 oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now, pretty little girl, tell me what you gonna do. It feels so good to be here with you. I never believed in love at first sight, but nothing in the world has ever felt so right. If you give me your hand, I'll be your only man. I take you in my arms and keep you safe and warm. There is no need to worry about a pain, baby. I've got what it takes to make you feel like a queen. Yeah.
If you wanna rock with me, let's do it nice and slow.
Tell me how. Tell me now, baby.
I love it nice and slow.
Understand?
If you wanna rock with me, let's do it nice and slow.
She touch is too much. Yeah.
I love it nice and slow.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Say that I like
I
it.
like it nice and slow.
Sometimes and nice too.
I love it nice and
I
slow.
love it, I love it, I love it. Baby, I
I
love
like
it.
it nice and slow.
Touch me any way you want.
I love it nice and slow.
Sometimes a little
I
stronger.
like it nice and slow.
Said I love it.
I love it nice and slow.
So good.
Hi, good evening. Welcome to Pillow Talk, the show where we dive into life's cozy conversations and heartfelt stories. I'm your host, Araba Bokoma. Tonight, I have Keisha Jordan in my midst. I'm glad she's here tonight. We have some wonderful topics we're going to talk about tonight. We bring you Keisha and myself tonight, and we're going to talk about women. That's all we about. That's all this show is about. It's about women, what we want, what we can do, and what we cannot do. So welcome tonight. We are glad you're with us. I'm glad you tuned in. Welcome, and I hope you're good wherever you are. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, all over the world. We hope you are safe wherever you are. Thank you for joining our channel tonight. Welcome to Pillow Talk once again. And good evening, good afternoon, good night. So tonight, our topic tonight is an interesting one. And I hope we're going to talk about it. We all can understand it and we all can enjoy it. Our topic tonight is about individuality in women. So it's a topic, or that one word, individuality, has been pondering on my mind for a long time. So I kind of connected the two to see what can come out of it. So what is a woman as an individual? What would you say individuality in women means? So in my own understanding and my own explanation, I would say that individuality in women is all about embracing and celebrating our unique qualities, experiences, and perspective. It's about recognizing the very thing that we are, the very, I would say, the very sweet honey that we are. So tonight, I have Miss Keisha in my midst tonight, and I'm going to ask her what her thoughts are on about this topic. So, Miss Keisha, my question to you this evening is, what is your thought on what kind of explanation or what kind of definition would you give to individuality in women?
Independence. Recognizing and embracing your unique self, I would say. Fulfilling yourself alone.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Okay. That's a great answer. So so as we are women right now, what would you say that we do the most? Are we embracing independence? Are we enjoying independence? Or do we even know what independence means as women? Do we even know our individual self? Do we know who we are as women to be able to embrace independence and to be able to say, hey, okay, I know my worth. I want to be independent. I want to be by myself. Do we even know? How many of us even know who we are as women?
From my experience, I don't think a lot of women know who they are. They don't take the time to get to know themselves outside of any role that they play. To me, it's very important to get to know yourself so you could know your worth and detach yourself from anything. That's pretty much it. From my experience, like being around a lot of women, I have witnessed a lot of women not knowing their self, not knowing their worth, not knowing who to give it to. And that's important.
Yeah.
It's
get
important to
that.
be independent.
Yeah. I get that. So then it's safe to say that as women we are supposed to know our individual selves. I mean, you are a woman, but you are an individual first of all.
Yes.
Before you can be anything else.
Yes.
So is it safe to say that all women know who they are before becoming anything else?
Some do. I can't say some don't. Some do, but most don't. It's really hard to say because I experience a lot with women with being around a lot of women, and I don't think they really know
Yeah.
their individual self
or even the independence of them.
Yeah. All right. So basically, then it's we can also well, I want to ask you one thing.
Yes.
So how do you embody it in like your day to day, your own life? How do you embody individuality in your own life?
I had to learn how to be alone. I had to learn what I like in life. I had to learn what I enjoy in life. Importantly, I had to really know my worth. Like with me, how I embrace it is spending time alone, doing stuff alone, learning what I'm creative in, learning what I like to do. A lot of things, I'm going to say I didn't know how creative I was, meaning I didn't know what I could do alone or what I was called to do in life because of me getting caught up in other roles. I'm going to just say that. And some of my things that I have learned and embodied in me right now is a lot of hobbies. I do a lot of hobbies. I learned that I love to cook. I learned how to try new recipes. I like to read. When I read, I like to read a lot of self-help books to help me keep my mental together. I even go out to eat by myself. I go out to eat by myself. I do a lot of shopping by myself.
Do you travel by yourself?
I don't travel by myself yet, but on my list to do is a solo trip. I do travel, but I never travel by myself, but that is one of my goals. One of my goals for next year is to travel by myself.
Okay. In your bucket list, right?
Yes, it is.
All right. I mean, it's all good. Like we talking about this, and it's bringing everything out because as women, we usually always play a role all the time. As to we knowing that we are first individuals.
Yes.
And then we become somebody's spouse.
Yes.
Before we become somebody's mother. I mean, we are always somebody's child first, even
yes.
now. But as we grow up and we become women, we kind of like let go of that part. We let go of the individual aspect of ourselves.
Yes.
And take on roles as we go on in life, you know.
Yes.
I mean, they're all good roles that, you know, some of us, let me say, put it this way, it's not every woman who's a wife. It's not every woman who's a mother. But every woman is a woman.
Yes.
And every woman is an individual.
Yes.
So we kind of like let go of that first thing, that number one thing that makes us who we are.
Yes, absolutely.
And take on roles and then get comfortable with the roles that we've taken on. And then we go on with life not knowing that we've actually letting go. We have actually forgotten who we are before we even became these roles.
Yes.
So that all that being said, what would you say, excuse me, I'm sorry. My phone is acting up. I have a question for you, but it's on my phone. What would you say that individuality has actually, what you said something about you have learned to be alone. You have learned to, you know, do things by yourself. You've learned to embrace your one person. But with all that being said, would you also say that once you are an individual, you also expect your other, like, people around you, or you would you teach your friends, would you teach your colleagues, would you teach, maybe you have a big sister or a younger sister, would you teach all these people in your life how to be individuals? And how would you plan to take that on?
Okay. I already do this with my friends because I learned how to do it. Anything that I learned how to do, as far as me being a woman, I always try to talk to my friends about what I do or what I want to do. So yes, when it came to me, I always talked to my friends about being an individual outside of their roles. I have a lot of friends that is in roles, barely not in a role, or want to be independent but don't know how to because they've been in these roles for so long. So I do talk to them about, even if they do play the roles, you still have to have yourself outside of it.
Right.
Do something, or even if you wanted to do a career, don't not do it because you're playing a role. You still could do it with playing a role too. I'm going to just say that.
Right.
Don't give up on yourself with what you want to do because you're playing these roles. So I always talk to my friends about it. I always talk to my friends about what I've been through or what I experienced. That's number one. I always surround myself with positive people. And I also surround myself with people that could also guide me, because you also need other women to guide you too.
Yes.
So that's what I do. I'll always surround myself with positive people, or people that is like-minded like me.
Important. Very, very important. So, I mean, those are all good, well said. And then again, we talked about us women, always, like I said earlier, like we take on these roles and we forget who we are. So say for instance, you are a woman and then you get a career. Okay. Your career becomes a bigger part of your life. Right? It really does. It becomes, it's your daily bread. Right?
Yes.
So do we get lost in careers as well as women? Do we actually become professionals and then we forget who we are as women?
Yes.
What would be your take on that? Because I always think that as a woman, you are born, you come to this world, you grow up, you go through puberty, and then you become a woman. And then what next? Is it the marriage? Is it having kids? Is it career and then marriage and having kids? What actually, like, we don't get me wrong, we've achieved something. We've achieved, everybody has their goals, their ambitions, what they want to be, what they want to go, everybody has their own plan in life. Everybody have what they know what they want to do. Not everybody does, but the majority of people do know what they want to be. But then, do we really actually pump up the brakes at a certain point in all those running around being a career woman and say, hey, I think I need to find myself again? Do we get lost in our careers? That is my question.
I think some people do, but you got to learn balance. Balance is important. Like, you got to learn balance. It can't be one more than the other. That's how it works. I ain't going to say everybody know balance, but it's important to try.
Can you give me an example of how you can balance it out?
Don't put so much into one and not to the other. Like, you can't be all in your career and not play your role as a mother, wife thing.
I get it.
And you cannot just be a mother and wife and not put something into the career that you want to be.
I mean,
It's not
true.
easy.
So if you say that too, Keisha, I'm gonna say that like it's always gonna be, you're always gonna be a mother, a career woman, a wife. So where are you in this, in all these three? A mother, a career woman, a wife. Where are you in this? Where are you as a person, as an individual in this?
If you ask me a question, I'm gonna put myself first. You cannot ask me that question, because if you ask me that question, I always say I'm gonna put myself first. If I don't put myself first or put my happiness first, I can't be a better me. So if I can't be a better
There
me,
you
how
go.
can I be anything to
There you
anybody
go.
else?
Yes,
So
exactly.
number one, put yourself first.
Yep. Yep.
You
But,
said kids first, but really it's yourself.
it is. So I mean, if it's not you first, then all the other three are not going to be able to
Yep.
exist,
Yep.
because it always has to be you first.
Yes.
Right. So, what about women who get lost? They get lost, not in their careers,
In life.
but they get lost somewhere in the world where they can't even decide whether to be career women or mothers, or even to even find themselves. And if I say that, what I mean by that is this: a woman who, first of all, is in some form of toxic relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, is a mother,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, and at the same time, has a career.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, do you think such a person can ever find themselves? Because if you are in a toxic relationship, you are a wife in a toxic relationship, and you are a mother, and you have a career, where would you find a balance?
First of all, you got to get out of a toxic relationship. That's number one thing to do. I would never tell anybody to stay in a toxic relationship, whether they got kids or not. For number one, get out of the toxic relationship,
Yeah. Yeah.
because that's what's really destroying you,
That can kill you.
or preventing you from doing the necessaries.
Yeah. That's right. I mean, you're
So that's
right.
all about knowing your worth.
There you go.
Knowing your worth.
Not everybody does, though. Keisha.
No, they don't.
And
They
that's
don't know their
that's
worth, and
the
they don't know
sad part.
self-love.
That's exactly.
Self-love.
You gotta love yourself before you can love anybody else.
Yep. Self-love
So
is
that
number
is what-
one.
That is what this individuality in women is about. You gotta
Mm-hmm.
love yourself, because if you don't love you, how are you gonna love somebody else?
Yeah. Yeah.
And a lot of people don't love themselves.
At all.
So then I'm like, okay, wait. A woman will claim heaven and earth, I'm in love with this person. But then they don't even know how to love themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how to pamper you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how to give yourself a break.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of that one. You know.
Everybody need a mental break. That's why I said mental health books. Everybody need a mental break.
you don't know when to pump up the brakes and say, hey, today I'm not, like I've said that before. Today I'm nobody's mother. I'm nobody's wife.
Yes.
I'm nobody's child. I am my own self.
Yes.
You know, when do you? I mean, it's. I'm not saying that to be mean or to be selfish.
No.
But like you said, it's all about the balance, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what would you say about women who do not know when to pump the brakes? To say, hey, I really need some self-time, some me time. What would you say? I'm asking that because a lot of women these days don't know when to pump the brakes. Because number one, if you don't go, you can't put food on the table.
Mm-hmm.
You can't pay the bills. You can, so because of that, women are going through a lot of mental issues
Yes.
today.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Today. So, what would you say about those of us who don't know how to pump the brakes to say, I'm taking a mental day today. I'm just going to sit here by myself and think about whatever.
I always say a self day. I take them. A self day is important. A lot of women don't know how to do it, but do you know when they know they got to do it? When they body shut down. It takes for somebody's body to shut down or for their mental to go for them to know when to do it. And sometimes they still don't. I don't know what it's going to take.
I mean, and I don't blame, sometimes, I don't really blame women who don't know how to do it, because life will come at you from all angles that mentally you wouldn't even think that there is somebody called you.
And you know what that comes with? Sometimes, like you said, mental health. It becomes depression. It comes with a lot of stuff. That's why you have to do it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have to find a way to do it. You mentally exhaust yourself.
I know. We all do. We all do that. Who doesn't?
I don't. I don't. And I will not.
Only Keisha Jordan doesn't.
I will not. I know how to sit myself down because it was too many incidents that my body shut down or my mental went.
Maybe when I start shutting down, we would learn how to be like, pump the brakes and say, hey, this is it. But it's sad though. Like, you look at women today, and I say that we are one of the most important species of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
When you put a woman in a house,
Mm-hmm.
she will turn it to a home for you. Not every woman, but most of them.
Mm-hmm.
You give us groceries, we give you dinner. We do all of that. But then we forget that we can say, I think I'm going to have a girls' night out tonight. I think I'm going to, everybody, I want to be by myself tonight. We don't know when to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But we always know how to take care of everything else but us.
Yes.
So what advice would you give women of today who are career women of today who are mothers, women who are, everybody's going through something these days.
Yeah.
Women who are going through it, women who have hit rock bottom, women who are going through depression, women who don't know who don't have anybody to even talk to reach out, to say, hey, I saw a video on social media last week and I cried.
Mm-hmm.
This young lady is talking about she wants to commit suicide because she doesn't know how to live anymore. She doesn't feel like she's loved. And it was so surreal. Like, she's crying.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody I went through her comment, and everybody was asking, where are you? And then she was saying, especially it's the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
And the holidays are especially hard for her because she has no family. So in her comment section, everybody was asking, where are you? You can come over for dinner.
Yeah.
You can, I can send you money. You can fly over. Like, it was amazing.
Yeah.
So sometimes our mental health gets so screwed up as women
Yes.
that, and it's usually overlooked too, Keisha. It's overlooked. It is always overlooked, because the reason why I say that's overlooked is we don't get listened to enough. We are the naggers. right? We talk too much. Yes, but every woman will be going through something, and it takes a strong woman to voice it out. Not everybody is able to do it.
Let me say this, because I don't like the word strong woman, because that's what we are labeled to be, strong woman. But even a strong woman ain't strong at all. Everybody always used to tell me, you are strong, you strong. Yeah, I'm strong, but I have my breaking points. I am strong because I am a hyper independent, that I have no choice. But did I recognize a lot of stuff, and did I get a lot of help? Yes. Even when it came to therapy, was against it. Family was against it. I had a lot of therapy, somebody to guide me to even describe what is going on with me so I could better understand it. I have a good village. I have a good group of older women that been there, done that, with a lot of knowledge and wisdom that have guided me. Like I said, it all comes down to having positive people around you in a good village.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have it, but if you don't have it, don't be scared to seek help. Don't be against it. Don't frown upon it. And don't take other people's opinions of what they don't want to do or what they're against. Don't listen to everybody. Listen to yourself. People will tell you they're against certain stuff and you might not do it, but listen to yourself.
I mean, if you get mental breakdown and you can function, and I know some people can't even get out of bed if they get mental breakdown.
You got to know the signs before it gets to that point. That's everybody's problem. They don't know the signs, or they keep going knowing they need to.
It really
balance.
There you go. There we go with the balance.
You see what I'm saying? Balance. But you got to recognize it before it even gets worse. You can't get worse and then you can't let it get worse. It's not going to work that way.
Yeah, if you get worse, then it's hard to pick yourself up from
Yes. But you got to recognize it. Every woman got to recognize it.
I hope
we're not that stupid.
We are smart species.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, we recognize it. We just don't do the necessaries to change it.
It's sad that it's going on the whole world. It's everywhere these days, and I feel like we are not heard enough. I'm just gonna keep saying that, because if a male, or if a husband is home with a wife and realizes that today wife is not looking good, I mean, he doesn't look good to me, you have to know the signs that something is wrong. And then you yourself should know something is wrong as well. So if you don't know your mental ability, how would you know if something is wrong? How? So it all boils down to us like talking about it and teaching each other. Like, you have your girlfriends around that you can actually talk to, and what else will help a woman find themselves, Keisha?
What else will help?
You talked a little about therapy that you've been. It's not everybody who will embrace that.
This is what I'm saying. Don't be scared to. Don't be scared to. A lot of people, even before I started therapy, a lot of people was telling me, I can't talk to nobody. I don't care what anybody else think. I'm going to do what's best for me. That's why I said, don't let nobody else's opinion deter you from doing something that will help you. Everybody told me not to be on meds. You know what I'm on? Meds. You know why? Because it helps me. So, like I said, listen to yourself. Don't listen to nobody else's opinion, because they would have you in a hole somewhere, trying to survive, and it's too late. That's my opinion.
Oh my God. So how do you think that society as a whole, society as we all call it, how do you think that it can actually better support and celebrate women's individuality? How do you think society can do that? Or what can society do to help? How can society participate in women's good mental health, women knowing their worth, women knowing their self-esteem, women actually being confident enough to be independent? How can society help in doing that?
Can society help?
I mean, society is all of us. So if a bunch of women come together and say, hey, let's like create awareness. If a bunch of women come together and say, let's create something, let's do something to create an awareness for every woman to know that you are first an individual before you
It's-
took up all these roles.
It's
Do you
out
think it's
there.
going to help? It's out there.
It's
So
it's out there. You know what helped me? What we doing now. I watched a lot of podcasts with women. I do. I did. I still do to this day. I watch a lot of podcasts with these type of topics that has helped me too. But you gotta want to do it.
that's right.
That's all the balance out. You gotta want to do it. If you don't want to do it, if you don't want to get no, like, how can anybody be there, or how can you even go? Say it was a group or something. How can you want to go to a group if you don't recognize you want to get help or want to get help?
I mean, you need to realize you have a problem first.
Yeah, because it's all types of stuff already out
Yes.
there. I did it. Like I said, even if it's a book, I read a book on helping me. I do the necessaries.
Yeah,
I ain't scared
yeah.
because I want to get better. I never want to get old and regret anything in life.
We all gonna get old though, you know that, right?
Yeah, but you don't want to be old regretting stuff. Do you want to be old? I wish I would have did this different. I wish I would have did that different. I never want to be old doing that. I don't want to be 60 doing that.
I got you. I understand.
Make sure you don't live with no regrets.
I understand. So, this is a very interesting topic. It runs deeper than I thought it is. You know, so what are some of the common obstacles that women face in expressing their individuality? As how can they overcome all these societal pressure, and I have to be somebody's wife, I have to be somebody's mother, I'm the career woman, I don't know when to pump the brakes and stop like some of us do, I'm guilty.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think that these obstacles, as like they come as hurdles, like you have to jump over it, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you think that we can overcome them as women? What can we do apart from taking a mental day or whatever we talked about? What else can we do as women? Like, if even not as a person, as a group of women, or if you love being by yourself as an individual,
Mm-hmm.
what can we do? What, like, you said something very interesting. I mean, when you're talking about finding yourself or knowing yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
You said something about learning to be by yourself, learning to sit by yourself, learning to go out to eat by yourself, learning
Mm-hmm.
to actually know that it's okay to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
So if every woman realizes that I'm a woman, I'm an individual,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm a woman, and then I'm independent,
Mm-hmm.
and then now with all of these things I've said, it will bring in confidence. So then you'll be able to, if you're alone,
Mm-hmm.
it wouldn't be you having a panic attack because you're by yourself.
No.
A lot of women do go through that though. They are afraid of being alone, so then they always end up
With
on the other
some.
side, which is not favorable. because of the fact that even some women, the word being alone, it alone gives them anxiety.
Yeah, I know a lot of women like that. Like, that's why they be shocked of they was like, how could you do it? Because I got tired. Because
Tired
I
of-
got tired of going through so much stuff. I got tired. I don't know what anybody is scared to sit by themselves for.
Some people are. Some people are really.
But it's something internal that is with you that for you not to want. And I know that's why people go from person like dating wise.
Yeah.
People go from person to person because they don't. And I have people that I know that told me they don't know how to be alone. My own mother has told me she don't know how to be alone. And you know what that comes with? Always picking the wrong people.
Exactly, because then
Always
you
picking the wrong
always-
people.
You always settle for less.
Mm-hmm.
You will.
That's
always
exactly what it is. Settle for less.
because you are afraid of that alone part of life.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what though? Sometimes the best time you can ever have is by yourself.
That's my
Because
best
that's when you
time.
sit and you think your thoughts run deeper when you're by
Yes.
yourself.
Yes.
And you can actually foresee whatever you've done in life, whether they're good,
Yeah.
whether they're bad, and then you can actually take stock of it. And if you have to make corrections, you can. So the best times you can have in life is by yourself, with yourself alone.
I'm proving facts because I do it. I am like
Well,
I do it and
I've-
I try to
I've been-
embrace it in other
I've been-
women too.
I've been alone a long time, so
Mhm.
I know. I love being by myself. I love sitting on my house.
Mm-hmm.
No kids. Remember whenever the kids go to school, we like hooray, we just jump up and down. By myself, you sit, and then the quiet. When it's quiet, the quieter it gets, the more thought runs through your mind, and you are able to think deeply through your soul about who you actually are.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only time you can do that. You can do that when you're sitting at Starbucks drinking coffee.
You know when I say alone, okay, I'm gonna tell you what I mean alone. Cause I said alone.
Yeah.
I mean sit alone. Do you know what sit alone? You have no partner, you have nobody but yourself. I sit alone. And I accomplish so much sitting alone than to always have to do this for this person, do that, or play my role. I literally been alone for 2 years. This is the best time in my life because I always was attached to somebody. This is the best time that I have accomplished or, like I said, got my mental together and recognized what I needed to do with myself.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say sit alone, you do not have to attach nobody to you at all.
But some people,
I know some people do, but I'm just saying when I say sit alone,
you have no
It's
partner
no
whatsoever.
partner
You are by
whatsoever. You
yourself.
are
not in
very
a
focused on
relationship.
yourself. And when I tell you, if you do the percentage of women that sit alone just like me now, they doing it for a reason. And it's a lot of women out here that do not even want a partner, that want to focus on themselves, that want to be alone. It's nothing wrong with that.
Of course, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's why I said when you have to
Ain't
sit alone,
nothing wrong
sometimes
with
you
that at
have to
all.
just focus on yourself, like
Ain't
only.
nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, if you prefer, I mean, there are other women who are capable of being alone, but they're lucky enough to have somebody who's meaningful in their lives. That's one aspect of the whole thing.
I know, but it's also important to have a period in your life that you completely be alone.
Well, Keisha, let's
It's my opinion.
it's your opinion.
Yeah.
And this is a thing too. You can be alone, and you can also have a partner and be capable of being alone. Some people can be alone if they don't have a partner, but they so happen that they're lucky to have a meaningful partner in their life. So it doesn't mean that they cannot. We have to look at the both side of the coin. It doesn't mean that they cannot be alone. They can when, if needs be, they can be alone. But it so happens that they have somebody meaningful. It doesn't mean they don't know how to be alone. They do. But it so happens that whoever they have in their life is meaningful, worth having, that they have a partner. So it's one thing to be alone, and another thing to be able to enjoy your space.
But in my opinion, it's always you need to be alone too. You have to have a period in your life where you be alone completely. That's when you like I said, even if you in a situation, yeah, some people got good partners, but that don't got nothing to do with you being alone and accomplish a lot of goals on yourself. Because even though you got a good partner, you still have to play a role. I'm talking about not playing no role for nobody.
Right. That period of not playing a role. I mean, there are single women out there that are not playing any role. They're single.
It's majority of the women.
They're alone. I'm talking about, what we're talking about are single women that don't have any partners in their life, but don't know how to be alone. So they're chasing all the time. That is what I'm saying. But there are people also who have partners in their lives, but they have the tendency, they are capable of being alone if they want to be alone. You know what I'm saying? Because you can decide to be alone if you want to. If you don't have a partner today.
Do you think a lot of women know how to do that though? Whether you got a good partner or not, do you think a lot of women know how to just be by themselves, whether you got a good partner or not?
Listen, if even the percentage is like not even 50-50, if it's 75-25, some women know how to be alone even though they have partners. Keisha, no, it's really, because listen,
I'm talking from experience.
You can't.
I'm not talking just to talk. I'm talking for experience of what I have seen.
You're talking from experience, that it's what you have experienced. But
not me myself, with others too, because I have a good group of women.
I'm saying also that there are women out there that have partners, but also do have the tendencies to be alone when needs be. Because
so what's alone? Just having time to yourself?
No. Alone is the alone I'm talking about is this. You knowing that if you don't have Mr. A in your life, you're still good. You can still go on with life. But some people don't know how to do that. If they don't have Mr. A in their lives, they have to go chase Mr. B because Mr. A left and they're alone and they feel like it's empty and they have to go chase, and then the toxicity keep going and going and it doesn't stop. That is what I'm talking about. But there are women also that have partners, but that also know how to be alone if needs be. Because some women, once the partner leaves, it's an empty nest. They have to go for another person to come fill it up.
Yeah, it's different. It's different aspects of being alone. It's not one-sided. It's different ones of what we value being alone. Let me just say that. To me, if you're in a relationship with a good partner, that's just taking time out for yourself. Mm-hmm. Have time for yourself. Mm-hmm. Being alone is being alone. When you're in a good relationship, yeah, it's important to take time for yourself.
Exactly.
But when I say alone, I mean alone.
Alone meaning you saying you're alone that you're talking about is going totally celibate.
Celibate. Getting to know yourself. Getting out of always having a partner, whether it's good or not. Yes, in relationships, and even in good ones, it's important to always. My best friend got a relationship, a good one. Still have alone time. Still do her own trips. Still go out to eat. Still do stuff without her partner. Mm-hmm. But it was a time before she found this partner that she was alone.
Exactly. So this person already knows how to be alone with a partner or without a partner. That's what I'm saying.
She was alone before she found this good partner. She dated before. It did not work. She know it didn't work. She took time to herself. So when she found this good partner, she know how to manage a good partner, but
So
she
it-
still have her alone time. I call that me time, alone time.
So it all spiraled down to you knowing yourself as an individual. Because if a man is going to come into your life, they need to know you as an individual as well. I'm talking about your friend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you know yourself as a person, you know yourself as an individual, you know that, hey, these are my strengths, these are my weaknesses, I'm able to do this, I'm able to do that, then yeah, you know yourself, you know your self-worth, you can actually differentiate between a good person and a bad person because you know your worth. If you don't know your worth, you take anything. You take
Yeah.
anything. You will take anything. Then
Yeah.
you don't know your worth. You don't know that you can do better than what you're doing. But when you know yourself as an individual, you are independent. You are confident.
Yeah.
You can differentiate between good and bad. You can read in between the lines. You are everything. If you're an individual, you are smart. It's like sharp. You can pick it up from a mile away.
Yeah.
You know. So, you as a woman
Yes.
has to be an individual first before you come up to be somebody's mother, somebody's wife, somebody's side chick, excuse me to say. You know, so it's important that topic talks about a lot of things, Keisha. It talks about mental health, it talks about women empowering, it talks about you being able to grow as a person, it talks about you knowing your worth. It's broad and deep, but we as women, talking sister to sister here, do you think that women, as we are, we can actually say that we can accomplish things on our own as we thrive being individuals? Like, can we actually accomplish life missions? Can we accomplish goals? Can we accomplish dreams as individuals? Like, where can you fit it? Can we say we can do it as individuals, or we can do it as loners?
You could do it as an individual, but you got to have the right support. And that comes from a partner. You see what I'm saying? But if you're alone, you could accomplish it. But if you don't got the right partner to support you in your independence, how can you do it? If you don't got the right partner to help you parent or your kids, how can you have a independence? It comes for that too.
There's no independence there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how can you be independent in a situation if you don't got the right support from your partner, the people in your home? How could you do it? That's why I said the most time that you could really be independent is being alone. Not saying forever, but for a period of time.
So you can find yourself, so you can reevaluate your situation and say, hey, I'm ready. The doors are open. Come on in.
Or you might be me, alone, to where I really don't care about having a partner.
That too. That's also good too. But I mean, it's always good. All things being said, all things being evaluated, all things being dealt through, it's also always good to have a meaningful partner.
It's a meaningful partner, but I always say you don't have to have a partner. It's not going to kill you not to have a partner. We are
good,
brought
though.
into this world to always have a partner. I've been dating since I was 16. This is why I had a long journey.
You were a bad girl too fast.
But it don't even matter. It's a lot of people out there. Let's not sugarcoat it. People get married at a young age. People get,
I know.
like,
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? People,
I mean-
my sister was a mother at 17 and she lost herself at 17.
you are still a child at 17.
But do you understand? It don't matter if you were a child or not. It's the events that happen. My sister was a mother at 17 to where she never had the independence of finding herself. To
Keisha.
where she lost at her age.
Exactly.
So it's important not to do certain things at a young age.
Exactly.
But let's be realistic. Stuff happens.
It
People
does.
get married at a young age. People have kids at a young age.
Right.
It's important not to even let them happen, to have your independence first. But it don't always happen.
That is what I said. That's what that came to. That brought my last question. What can society do to actually break the obstacles that brings about these things? But what I'm saying is, kids getting married at a younger age, kids having kids at a younger age. You're 17 years old. You were a child yourself.
Yeah.
And then you have a child. It's
Yeah.
a big, huge responsibility. It's not cake and cookies. You have a child. You lost your childhood. You're not a child anymore. But remember, you're still a child though.
But they get caught up in that. And you know what happens? Because I experienced this. People grow older to have a second childhood. Once their kids get older, now they're the kid.
They become the kid.
Yeah, they become the kid because they didn't have that childhood.
Yeah,
They become
exactly.
adult in a second childhood.
It's
That's
a-
why I say you don't have to attach yourself to nobody. You don't even have to have kids.
You
I don't have
can't.
no kids.
It's a if you trust the process, you can make it, because you cannot jump from 1 to 10. You have to literally go through the process. Go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you become an adult. But if you skip it, you're gonna find time in your life to be a child again.
How many people did? From my experience, I know a lot of people skip. That's what I'm saying. When I talk, I'm talking for experience of that I've seen and know. This shit ain't cookie creams and black and white of what it should
It's
be,
not.
because in reality,
It's not.
stuff happens backwards. That's why I say you gotta teach, even if you have girls, kids.
Yeah.
Teach your kids certain stuff. Teach your kid how to be alone and not be attached to somebody.
Yeah.
Teach your kids to be independent until they get to a certain point, a certain age. But in reality, do it happen?
Nope. It
We
doesn't.
speak in reality.
It doesn't happen. I mean, Keisha, how can it happen? We hardly have time to ourselves, let alone have time for our children to go teach them how to be independent, how to learn to be alone. We don't read the mothers.
You have to.
Read them. I'm talking about general terms. We the mothers don't even know how to be alone. So how are we going to teach our kids how to be alone? So it's up to us to start the process so we can teach our younger ones how to do it too, so they can be individuals when they grow up, rather than being behind a mask or hiding behind some freaking role and not knowing who they actually are. So it's a good thing that we can tell our kids, because we are adults. We know how it is. We know how to be alone. We know that it's okay to be by yourself. We know that you can achieve a lot if you're by yourself. You can find yourself better if you're alone. So we can teach our kids that, hey, it's okay if you don't have a boyfriend. It's okay if you're by yourself. You know, you can find yourself better that way. So we this is a beautiful topic that we have today. It's really interesting. I really enjoyed it. But the thing is that if we can actually find out what kind of support groups are out there for women who are going through it,
It's
to
a lot.
actually seek help from, and wherever they can actually go to talk to somebody, because trust me, there are people out there who don't have anybody to talk to.
That's what I say. It's
There are
help out
people-
there.
Yeah, there are people out there who are going through it, but they don't know where to turn. So you're lucky if you have some resources at your job that provides that. But if you don't have that, people don't know how to reach out for help. People don't know how. People are afraid to ask for help because they're afraid of the stigma. You know, some people are. So it's like, these are things that needs to be talked about enough for people to realize that it's okay if you're not okay to seek help.
Yeah.
You know, but we as women, and in our own little way, in our own little communities, in our own little groups, in our own little, you know, circles, we can actually talk about it, so we can at least reach one person who will listen and understand that it's okay to, you know, have a problem, and it's okay to talk about
Absolutely.
it. It was
Absolutely.
wonderful having you, Keisha, once again tonight. It was a
Thank
great night with you.
you.
I enjoyed myself. It was a great topic that we had tonight. We battled a little bit, but it was
We didn't
it
battle,
was
it's a
meeting.
discussion.
It was meeting of the minds. I mean, I enjoyed myself.
Everybody,
It was
thank
great.
you
It
guys.
was great. It was great having you. I hope you come back again.
Yes.
We will find more great topics to talk about in the future, and it's wonderful having you.
Thank
It
you.
was a pleasure. I love having you, talking to you. You're so insightful. Thank you for coming, and please honor my
Thank
invitation
you.
again when I give it. Please don't be mad when I call you. All right. All right,
Yes.
people. Thank you again for tonight. It was a wonderful time we had tonight.
Yes.
We hope you took something away with you. Let it stick to you, with you. And please, if you need help, please don't forget. Don't hesitate to seek it.
Yes.
It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to ask for help.
Absolutely.
We are all women. We are all learning. And I
Yeah.
hope you are able to be by yourself. Thank you for
Yes.
joining us, and have a wonderful night. Good night. Thank
Bye.
you.